sometimes we go through things and in the beginning we just know everything's gonna be okay. We know it's gonna work out. We trust God to see us through. Um, there towards the middle or towards the end of an ordeal or a cycle or what have you, we start to lose faith. We start to doubt. We start to wonder if the bullshit is ever gonna quit. And I want to let y'all know that's totally normal. There's nothing wrong with that. We are going to get tired, especially if we've been going through a thing for years or months or just for longer than what is what is healthy and what is if it's gone past our threshold for stress, or if it's just beginning to be too much for us, we're gonna we're gonna be discouraged, and there's nothing wrong with that. It happens, and God knows. You know, um, but I just want you to know that you don't feel bad for feeling hopeless. Don't feel bad for getting down or being down or depressed or discouraged. Don't feel any kind of way, man. Don't think, you know, that God is going to look at you a certain kind of way or, not be on your side or not, I'm going to say ride for you is hard because you, your faith wavered. That's human, man. And the thing about it is the only thing that really matters is that you don't quit. So what people teach us or try to put in our head is, faith. Well, faith, you can do everything. That's true, but they want to make it seem like if you have one little inkling of fear or one little drop of doubt, then it cancels out everything. It's not true, man. You know, faith is acting anyway. Faith is going anyway. Faith is going regardless of the circumstances because you believe. And a lot of times, this is what activates the Most High because you believe in a certain thing. And you're saying, all right, the circumstances aren't exactly lined up for, you know, the foreseeable future. But I'm going to go anyway because I have faith that the Most High, that God is going to clear a path the further I get to where I want to go. It's going to just clear a little more. It's going to clear a little more. It's going to clear a little more until I get to a checkpoint or a stopping point, a rest stop. And then, when you get back on the journey, he's going to clear a little more, clear a little more. Okay. And that's all that and all that time when you on this journey. And the Most High is, just dusting off a little, a little path for you to walk. You scared. You terrified. You don't know what the hell gonna happen there. You ain't all knowing. And you're not, what I'm saying? And you're not so arrogant to believe that you're invincible. And you can see the news, and you can see tragedy strike. You can see people fall down, fall by the wayside. You can see people commit suicide. You can see all these crazy things that happen to people that seem just for no damn reason out of the blue. And you smart enough to realize, hell, that could happen to me too. But you still walking. That's faith. Faith is not the absence of fear. Faith is strength in fear. Faith is courage. Faith is a cousin to courage. Being courageous don't mean you're not afraid. Being brave don't mean you're not scared. It just means that you said, fuck it. I don't care how scared I am. I know that this goal, where I want to go, is more important to me than living in fear. So you gamble on faith. You take a gamble on faith. You go for it on faith. And we hope and pray that God responds and clears a path. So when people tell you, or I don't know, whatever spiritual, religious leader tell you, man, that if you don't, if you don't have faith, or you're in fear, or whatever, it fucks off everything, or it just doesn't, um, it's not gonna work out, or whatever they try to say to keep you coming back. That shit is not true, man. It's not true, dude. Because if you were never fearful, if you never doubted, if you just knew everything you tried, everything you ever thought of, everything you ever dreamt of is gonna freaking happen, what the fuck would you need faith for? You would need faith. Why? You be as powerful as God. God the only one don't need faith. What do you need faith in? He ain't gotta ask nobody for nothing. He ain't hoping somebody with more knowledge of this omniscient, omnipresent, clear path for him. You'll be like on a God level. And none of us human beings are anywhere near that level. So yeah, man, just because you're afraid, or because you have a moment of, for a moment or for a week here, I don't know, you feel discouraged, doesn't mean that all is lost. Doesn't mean that everything just crumbles and God doesn't, you know, it's not going to respond to you. No, that's not it. Faith is acting in spite of the fear. Faith is acting in spite of those moments of depression or feeling discouraged. You see what I'm saying? Faith is acting anyway. And God responds to that. Jesus said you just need a mustard seed of faith to move a mountain. Yeah, that's true. You do. And you're gonna probably be cussing and fussing and have a bad attitude the whole time with that little bit of faith. But you gonna, as long as you keep moving, as long as you keep on chipping away at that mountain, it will be moved with that little bit of faith. Faith stops, God stops when you stop. That's, it's not because you're scared, not because you're angry, not because you spoiled, not because you, I don't know, tired. You have all them things, do all them things. As long as you keep on chipping away at that fucking mountain, it's gonna be moved. That's what faith is. But when you stop, soon as you give up, soon as you give in, soon as you have a change of heart, soon as your heart hardens and you give up on that dream, that's when it stops. That's when the Most High stops. That's when the manifestation stops. That's when your law of attraction stops. Yeah, you can kick and scream the whole damn way, but you gotta be moving. You can be fearful the whole way, but you gotta be moving. See these entertainers on stage sweating. They ain't sweating because it's hot. They sweating because of anxiety. But you know what? They was up there anyway. And they got those accolades anyway because they didn't stop. That's what faith is. That's what real faith is. Faith is not the absence of fear. Faith is not the absence of being discouraged, depressed. No, faith is moving in spite of all these things. So don't let nobody tell you just because you're fearful or because you have a moment of depression that, you know, your plan's not going to work, that you just got to be 100% charged up like you've been smoking meth all goddamn night or some shit like that for your shit to work. No. If you were invincible, if you were untouchable, if you knew everything, you wouldn't need faith to begin with. It's New Dreams Network. Something to think about.